What's up, everybody? How's it going? Just wanted to do the results video for 2 weeks ago from which is which guitar which guitar cable sounds the best to you. Is it worth spending almost 300 bucks on a fancy ass cable, or does the cheap cable sound better? So, to my surprise, the cable that costs in the middle to me sounds the best. Let me bring up the files here because I don't remember what order I did it in, but it's an order here on the recording program. All right, so the first cable I did was the Zola cables, the super duper expensive ones. And to me, looking at the wave file, which I'm going to do right now, it's pretty average wave. Nothing's like, too out of the, there's no spikes. Let's put it that way. It's almost pretty even. I mean, I can see some, but then it goes back down. But to me, that cable sounded a little too muffled when you run direct anyway. So in my opinion, if you want to buy that cable, by all means, go right ahead. But I guess I should finish what I'm saying before with all the other cables before I conclude what I think about prices. The second cable was the Dimarzio cable. And to me, that sounded the best when I when I played back the tracks. I think to me that particular one sounded a little more open. It was a little brighter but not harsh. Yeah, I was surprised with that, but not really, because I've had Dimarzio cables before, but I've been using Planet Waves or Dimarzio cables for a long ass time. I did have a lot of Dimarzio cables when I was on their artist roster back from like 2010 to 2014, something like that. So yeah, the second cable were the Dimarzios. Now this is where it got interesting, because the third and fourth cables, they were both Planet Waves Dimarzio. The first one was the Planet Waves. I know it's Dimarzio. I'm just gonna say Planet Waves because that's how I remember it. Planet Waves. It was the basic, the classic, and then the second was the American Stage. I almost can tell no difference between those two whatsoever. The waves. Wave files almost look, I'm going to bring them up now, let's see, where is it, here we go. Yeah, the wave files were virtually identical, if I can say that right. The Classic had a couple spikes in certain things, but for the most part, they were the same, almost exactly the same. And then let's see, no, why does it go back to that? All right, hang on a minute. There it is, okay. And obviously the last one was the Ernie Ball, the retro coil cable. That sounded okay to me. I've been using that a lot for more of a visual thing on stage, since Blue Jay and the Pigeons were more vintage meets modern. I mean, that's almost a slogan, where modern meets vintage, or something like that. There's a vintage meets modern. One of those two. So yeah, those are all the cables. Can you guys tell any difference? I mean, I can a little bit. Again, back to the Planet Waves ones, I can almost tell no difference. I did notice, though, when I split the coils, I didn't use this guitar, by the way, it's over there. When I went to position 2 and 4, on the Planet Wave ones, the volume dropped quite a bit compared to the other cables. My personal favorite, again, was the Dimarzio. I think, to me, that sounded more like a guitar. It was more mid-range, it was more highs. The Zola cable, to me, was too muffled. It was too thick. So, is it worth spending $200+ almost 300 bucks for a fancy ass cable, or $13 for the Planet Waves Classic, or the Dimarzio, which are in the middle? I think I'm gonna have to re-cable and redo everything here with the Dimarzios. I like them that much to where I would want my entire rig with those cables. Again, I had it before. I say again because when I was an artist, all of my cables were that, except for like maybe some of the speaker cables and whatnot. They do make speaker cables. It's just with this orange amp head, the inputs are really close, and the way the Dimarzio ones are, it's those super fat stereo cables. They're not like they're quarter inch, but they're not skinny, they're fat. So I can't fit two of them back there. So I think for my stereo inputs, I'm gonna use what I have right now, which are the Dimarzio stereo speaker cables. Just because they fit. So yeah, that's the conclusion for which is which. What'd you guys guess? What'd you think? What did you like or dislike? Or do you think my whole thing was bunk and it doesn't matter? So Don't know what's coming next. Oh, I do know what's coming next. Jesus Christ, I need to think more. This right there, that is the Dimarzio Mojo. Now, it's not a new pickup by any means necessary. It's been out since like 2006. I'm gonna demo this soon, actually, probably this week. Not today, because it's 1 o'clock. I have rehearsal in 2 hours, so I have to eat and get ready and all that. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and that bell. We'll see you in the next demo.